nasal sprays.
If you're ready to enjoy your spring outdoors, but you hate taking allergy medication, there are other ways that you can avoid an allergy flare-up. For example, stay indoors. Don't wear your outside clothes inside. Avoid lawn work. And definitely don't hang your laundry up outside. Reporting in Dayton, Taylor Robertson, News Center 7.
New data from the CDC shows the rate of children diagnosed with autism in the U.S. has been rising steadily since 2000. The CDC does not believe the rising numbers means there are more cases, though. Instead, it believes the screening tools are identifying more cases.
Children with autism are a significantly underserved population in our country. The health equity and disparity issues are beginning to show some promise.
Another CDC report released last week found the U.S. had setbacks in early detection of autism in 2020 during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. New data also shows the U.S. will need more than 275,000 additional nurses over the next decade. But nurses said burnout and high turnover are not the only reasons for the shortage. According to the American Association of Colleges of Nursing, more than 90,000 qualified nursing school applications were turned down in 2021. Nursing schools have said that's because of limited staff, classroom space, and clinical sites for teaching.
Generally, nurse educators earn less than their clinical peers. And so you can imagine for a job that's just as hard, if it's inspiring, but just as hard, that it makes and takes just as much qualification, if not more.
The nursing shortage may vary depending on where you live. Experts said rural hospitals and underserved communities in urban areas will be hardest hit. And experts are urging everyone, including healthcare workers, to wash their hands better. Now, 5 medical organizations came together after research found only 7% of healthcare workers effectively clean the entire surface of their hands. Doctors with the Cleveland Clinic said that you need to wash your hands for 20 seconds, which is about the time it takes to sing happy birthday twice.
During that 20 seconds, cleaning not only the palms, but also our thumbs and the back of our hands, and then lastly, rubbing under the nails to get any virus that may be hiding under the nails. After the 20 seconds, rinsing and then drying with a clean towel.
At home, doctors say wash up before and after eating, using the restroom, and after blowing your nose, coughing, or sneezing.
In parts of Mississippi and Georgia, there are some communities gone after deadly weekend tornadoes. In Mississippi, at least 24 people died. While search crews keep looking for victims, look at this. This is what we're talking about. As far as the eye can see, trees, homes, nothing but rubble. Hundreds of people, they're looking for places to stay. And this from a man who said his parents died when a tornado picked up the neighbor's semi and dropped it on their home.
But I know that they're in heaven right now. And I was told that they passed away in each other's hearts.
President Biden approved a disaster declaration for parts of the state, allowing the federal government to help.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast. That's weather coverage you can count on.
Around here, I have to admit, I was happy to see the sun.
Yes, very nice to see the sun a lot yesterday. Not so much today, but again, hoping that these temperatures keep moving in the right direction. But it's now spring, McCall. We know what that means.
Yes, of course, that means not only are we going to look at more rain chances in our forecast, but the thunderstorm chances are going to increase as well as the temperature does. And then also that pollen count continues to rise. Tree pollen is now starting to creep back up, as well as grass pollen. And a lot of that was spiking over the weekend. Let's talk about the forecast now and where we're headed as we move into the next several days. Live Doppler 7 radar right now is free and clear of any rainfall. That will change not only for tomorrow and then again on Wednesday, but more so by the end of the week. Temperatures right now across the region, they're chilly, falling into the 30s in many spots across the Miami Valley. The rest of you sitting in the 40s. We will all dip into the 30s overnight tonight, so it will be a chilly start to your day on Tuesday. Now, coming up this week, there is a stray shower chance not only Tuesday but Wednesday, as I mentioned. Then we look toward Friday, rain and some storms come in. That'll be a more consistent system. Steadier rain, heavier rain, upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches may fall there. And that's going to be followed up with some gusty winds, very much like we had late last week. Not as the same amount of rainfall, but the wind gust potential is going to be just as high, 40 to 50 mile an hour gusts with some spots that could be isolatedly higher. We did see some wind gusts earlier this weekend that were pushing close to 60 miles an hour. All right, let's talk about the forecast in early tomorrow morning. Outside, it's going to be at about 34 degrees. We will need that jacket to start the day. Temperatures are not going to recover that much for the afternoon, so still you'll at least want a long sleeve, if not a sweatshirt for the afternoon, as our temperature is forecasted to get to about 48, maybe 50 degrees if we're lucky. That is a little bit below average for us, and it does feel a little bit cooler because we'll add in the cloud cover through the day as well. We get into late tomorrow afternoon and evening, temperatures will be falling through the 40s. Now let me track that shower chance for tomorrow. You can see heading out in the door in the morning, we have that partly cloudy, mostly cloudy sky. Mid to early afternoon, a couple of light sprinkles or a passing shower. They're brief, they're out of here, get close to dinner time and through most of your Tuesday night. Then on Wednesday, we move into the afternoon, another quick little line of some showers pass through. Not much in the way of accumulation there, just another quick little chance for some wet weather. Temperature trend over the next 5 days is going up. You can see it by Friday, 66 degrees, and then cooling back to the 50s heading into the weekend. But it's with the warmer temperatures that we track that rain and thunderstorm chance through the day Friday before it starts to pull away on Saturday. But again, as we dry out Saturday, the wind gusts come up 40 to 50 miles an hour. We look past the Saturday forecast. Sunday will be nicer, 56 degrees, somewhat like what we saw this past weekend as well. It will be warmer on Monday, around 70, with a few showers possible.
McCall, thank you. Some small businesses got help from the government during the COVID-19 pandemic, but our Washington bureau found not all of them needed the money.